Show on Kids Place Live. Good morning, Tori.
Good morning, Mindy.
What's shaking, Bacon?
Well, later today in the show, I have booked a very special guest for you to talk to. I'll give you a couple of hints to see if you can figure out who you're going to be interviewing today.
Okay.
Hint 1, sunflowers. Hint 2, snakes. Hint 3, the real Tiger King.
What?
Do you know who I'm talking about?
No, I have no idea.
It's David Mizejewski.
Our naturalist friend from the National Wildlife Federation. I'm so excited. I love David Mizejewski. And I hear that it is also Garden for Wildlife Month at the National Wildlife Federation. So is he going to help us to do some outdoor backyard, back stoop, front stoop, fire escape gardening for wildlife?
All of the above. I think it's a nice reminder that even though we're in this quarantine time and we're all kind of going through it, I don't know about you, but this spring hit different this year. And so he's going to remind us how to take advantage of whatever kind of outdoor space we have and how to do that in a way that also helps all of the nature in our own backyards.
Nature's classroom. We might not be in school right now. We might not be in a classroom, but you might have one right outside of your window. So he's going to help us with that. Speaking of your yard, Tori, we have come up with a massive quarantine project. And I've been a little afraid to even mention it this week because once I say it out loud to all of our listeners, we got to do it. It has to happen. So this was an idea that was hatched on Mother's Day. We were on a family bike ride, and my kids were taking me to all of these homes that had tree houses in their yards. In fact, one of them had a tree house in the front yard. So they were showing me all of this inspiration, and they were begging to please, please, please let them build a tree house. They were going to design it themselves. They were going to use all of their own money to buy it. I think they have $30 between the two of them. All the supplies that they would need. They were going to build it themselves. They know how to work a hammer, and this was going to be their thing. So they went home and they were measuring and drawing and sketching and planning, and then absolutely Mr. got on board, and suddenly this is hatched. Suddenly this has become our quarantine dream project. So we are going to be building a tree house in our backyard. Now I should note that we don't have any great trees specifically for building the tree house in the tree. You know, but it can still be
that kind of the first step to a tree house?
You know, not everyone has a good tree house tree. And we've planted trees in our yard since we moved here, but they're not quite there yet, or maybe not quite the right kind of trees. So instead, we're building it next to a tree so that the tree feels like it's part of the tree house.
So it's like a clubhouse tree house.
Exactly. Yeah.
Whoa.
So and then, you know, my kids are 9 and 12 right now, so we wanted something that they could grow with, or that we would still want as they get older and they go to college or whatever. They got some time, but still. So we found the kind of between their design and then doing a little sleuthing online for inspiration, we found a tree house that has a little porch on it. Yep, it's got like a little deck. And so I have this dream of, we like having movies in our backyard. We have a big projector screen that we pop up and a projector. And my dream is to be sitting on the deck of the treehouse watching a movie in our backyard. And the goal is to finish this by Birdie's birthday in mid-June. That's the goal. We haven't started it yet. I mean, not in terms of we haven't bought any supplies that we need for it yet, and we don't want to make a bunch of trips to the hardware store, so we've got to be very careful how we plan this. But that's what we're doing.
I am speechless with jealousy. This is going to be amazing. Good luck. I have no advice or tips or anything for you because I can't even hold a hammer without hurting myself. So be careful and have fun.
I am absolutely, Mr. is very concerned that everyone is going to be very enthusiastic with coming up with ideas, but then he's going to be the one building it all by himself. So that's a legitimate concern. But so far, we're all really in. We're all in, 100%. So that's what we're going to be working on. And I just can't wait. I'm so excited, Tori. A treehouse. And, you know, you think like, oh, tree houses are for kids. No, they're not. I've got dreams for this tree house.
I've got dreams of coming over and sleeping over in your treehouse without you even knowing.
I know, we could camp out in the tree house.
Backyard camping.
It's going to be so cute. It's going to be so cute. So anyway, that's my big thing. I'll keep you updated as we move along, but I think this weekend we're going to be getting some of the parts that we need, some of the supplies, and maybe get it started. All right, well, when we come back, I've got a story for you about 200 escaped goats, not where you would expect. I'll explain I don't know where you would expect 200 escaped goats, but this is an unusual story, so I'll tell you all about it coming up next.